Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack. This is episode 6 of Game of Thrones, I think.
Yep.
We watched an episode last week, so it's still a little fresh in our minds. We're getting to the real meat here in season 3 as we're coasting into the end of it, now that we're on the other half. So, Igly, I'll give you, the floor here to kind of go through briefly your thoughts of last episode outside of the Ygritte Jon scene.
That was the best scene last episode.
I wonder why you think that.
I was gonna bring up how my boy Jon is an oath breaker.
Well,
he turned his back, or was
Bro
it?
has to get play at some point.
I mean, I don't know. He talked about his past, why he's never done it before. But you know what? I'm happy for him.
Good for him, yeah.
He's a free man now. Hopefully. Hey, you know what? He doesn't have to tell anybody. I don't know. I don't know what else I was going to say about that.
Okay.
But last episode was pretty interesting. Everything is building up to a climax. I'm sure that's gonna wow me. But like, it's really getting intense because everyone's like moving into what feels like the final stages of something big. Like every major house is making plays here, and who comes out on top, I really don't know. One thought I've had in this past week, like since we watched, is I kind of want to talk more about the Stark children. Like, of course, they've been they're one of the biggest focal points of the series, but like it just is hitting me like how separated they've been. I don't know how like timeline wise, I don't know how long it's been since the start of the season, or start of the series, I should say. But like I'm just wondering when they're gonna meet again, and how much would have changed between them since last they've seen each other. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm just imagining what Robb and Jon are gonna say to each other next time they see. Because everyone's been through so much, and like they're kind of teasing us, like, okay, Arya's gonna see her brother soon, but like I feel like it's still not gonna happen for a good while. They're just teasing it, and like I'm just wondering what who they're gonna be at the end of their journeys, when they hopefully come across each other again. But besides that, I mean, last episode was really nice. I learned about the power of revival through the Lord of Light that Blake continues to worship on his knees for. I've learned that Jamie has layers like an ogre, and he really is no one knows the truth of what he saw that day. And the name Kingslayer is something he kind of doesn't get enough credit for. It's used as an insult, but really he saved so many people.
Yeah.
That he could have let him die if he upheld his vows. You know? And it's interesting to see. It's interesting see that complexity, and it makes me feel for him even though he's done so much wrong. That's really good writing. If you can make me feel sorry for a character who crippled another character I like, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
On the polaring opposite side, we have Cersei, who continues to be irredeemable, taunting Tyrion about, haha, you're gonna have to get married, loser. And then like when she gets the card played on him by their father, she's like, you can't do this. This is unjust. This is unfair. It's just, it's like, it's like so, it's so obvious. Like, how could she not see what she's doing? How unfair she's being to Tyrion, but then like scoffs when she's treated unfairly as well. You know?
I don't know that she cares.
Yeah, Cersei and Tywin really don't care for Tyrion.
Okay, but like, it's like, y'all both have daddy issues at this point. Like, come on now. You have a common ground you can bond on. But it's the implications of last episode from Tywin, that he has no like sense of morals. He just cares about results. To where I mean, if we're talking about just like relative period, like medieval ages, like a grown man like marrying a younger female for power, for like what's the term?
Status?
Like,
Renown.
Status, renown, like tying two families together.
Clout.
It's unfortunately not too uncommon. I said that right?
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
it's
You
not
mean too
uncommon
common?
for this era.
It's not uncommon for this era, unfortunately. So, but it's still gross. It's still disgusting. And at least, if all else fails, my boy Tyrion has his own his own morals. He might be the best, one of the best characters in the show, morality wise. He's done so much good, like in comparison to like how he started. But yeah, it's just really interesting to see how the rest of the season is going to play out. And also this, like the little bits and pieces we got with Dany, how she freed everyone and said, "Hey, you can claim new names." But then I think his name was Grey Worm. He said, "This is my lucky name because it's the name I've known when you liberated us." So it's awesome to see that as well. But I mean, besides that, there are a lot of other things, but I kind of, those are the main points that stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other big thing you missed is the Karstark armies marching
Oh yeah,
home
the-
because
yeah,
Cat?
he got
I blame Cat.
No, that was his own choice. He didn't have to kill two kids. You can't blame.
I blame
Cat.
Cat.
Okay, that does
And
not
then-
excuse him of
No,
murdering
but
two
it's
children.
all Cat's fault.
I
And then,
I can't agree with that.
That's fine. You're allowed
Okay.
to have a mind of your own. You don't have
Yeah.
to listen to everything I say and believe everything I say,
Mm-hmm.
although it's preferred.
Okay.
And then
But
Jon and the Wildlings are climbing the wall. Tormund, your favorite character, because he's one of my favorite characters, is climbing the wall.
It's like we haven't seen that much of Tormund yet. Like, so like people, I know the comments have been talking, but like he's had like 2 lines.
Yeah.
And one of them was like Jon mistaking him as Mance, which was funny.
He said,
It was
"I like
funny.
you, boy, but I'll pull your guts through your throat."
And
Your
also,
Grace.
in place of Karstark, we have Frey. Rob's gonna pursue Frey for more reinforcements. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Walder
Walder
Frey.
Frey.
Walder Frey. Okay. Because yeah, he's married twice. Hope they don't find out about each other.
Who's married
side.
twice?
Or I guess Jon. Rob is married once, pledged to be married another time.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much it then, right?
Good to go.
Yeah, I think so. All right.
right.
Well, before we get into this one, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when these uploads go live. If you want to wait, though, for the next episode of Game of Thrones, we have up to 4 weeks available right now on our Patreon account, link in the description below. There's also full links over there and early access to other shows. Be sure to check that out. There's links to our Discord, our free Discord, rather, and our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check all that out in the description below. Let's get into this episode.
Let's go.
All right.
Haven't seen these two in a minute.
Yeah, they got
Too much
away.
wood in there.
The more wood, the bigger the fire.
It needs to breathe. Take off that big log.
It's not about size, Sam.
Put a nice big blow.
There you go.
I don't know if you guys could hear me
You
blowing.
know you're fired.
No.
not. RTX voice.
It doesn't get so cold down in the reach. And there were servants, of course.
I knew you were highborn.
Ooh. Yeah, he's got some lands. some titles.
I found something at the Fist of the First Ben.
No, he doesn't.
So she doesn't
Night's
either.
Watch.
Thousands of years old.
Better than the
Obsidian
thimble.
blade, I remember that.
A thimble.
What does it do?
I'm not
Cuts.
sure that it does anything. It's beautiful though, isn't it?
Is the wall as big as they say?
Oh, bigger. It's 700 feet high, all made of ice. On a warm day, you can see it weeping. Sometimes, one of the brothers will sing. Darian sings best.
Do you sing?
No,
Oh.
no, not very well.
Sing me a song.
Putting him on the spot here.
All right. Oh,
Don't make the kid cry.
the father's face is stern and strong. He sits and judges right from wrong. He weighs our lives, the short and long, and loves the little children.
Pretty good.
And she loves her little children.
Nice. Okay.
That's not how you skin a rabbit.
I know how to skin a rabbit.
Not by the looks of it.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
If I had a bow, I could have shot a dozen rabbits.
Well, I made this by myself. Guess you don't learn how to do that north of the wall.
Learn
Ooh.
how to use your fists, though.
Oh, you're gonna punch the rabbits to death?
I had someone else in mind.
Well, someone else is sitting right here.
You're both very good at skinning rabbits.
Yeah, well, why are we beefing?
Just a little better. You've got a big mouth, girl. And too many teeth.
Stop it!
Okay. Yeah.
You've been fighting since you met. Just stop it.
First time I met her, she put a knife to my throat.
First time I met you, you held a knife at me.
True.
Your way of skinning rabbits is quicker than mine.
I said so, didn't I?
Osha.
You're a good little hunter.
Thank you. Not so hard, is it? Thank you.
Don't push me.
Oh man.
Oh, what's going on? You having a dream?
The visions take their toll.
Hmm. I wonder if it was like something he saw that caused him to react that way. Oh.
There you go.
You saw him?
He was on the wrong side of the wall,
Oh.
surrounded by enemies.
Well, that's pretty relative.
Luckily he didn't see him in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was breaking his oath.
Find a tree within a mile of the wall. You ever climbed it before?
No. But Tolman's done it 100 times.
Okay. Really?
Here, sit down. Brought a pear for you.
You killed someone for them?
Nah. I didn't kill him. But I bet his balls are still bruised.
Okay. Are those for climbing?
He wasn't
No.
good to me the way you're.
They're for other
Okay.
activities.
Well, he didn't do that.
Bruising
thing you did
balls?
With your tongue.
Hey, can we not talk about that here?
We don't talk about that here. Well, I'm Jon Snow. I've killed dead men in Corin Athan, but I'm scared of naked girls.
Did I seem scared the other day?
You were trembling like a leaf.
Only in the beginning.
Okay.
Only in the beginning.
Your secret's safe with me.
What
Nice.
secret?
You didn't stop being a crow the day you walked into Mance Raider's tent.
Hmm. That's what this is about.
Well, I'm your woman now, Jon Snow. You're going to be loyal to your woman. The Night's Watch don't care if you live or die. Mance Raider don't care if I live or die. We're just soldiers in their armies, and there's plenty more to carry on if we go down. Well, it's you and me that matters to me and you. Don't ever betray me.
I won't.
Because I'll cut your pretty cock right off and wear it round me neck.
Okay.
Sink your metal deep and make sure it holds before taking your next step. And if you fall, don't scream.
Oh man.
You don't want that to be the last thing she remembers.
Cersei.
Okay. She's hitting her shots.
She don't
pain?
miss.
You good? Pull the string back to the center of your chin and release. Never hold.
But I have to aim.
Never aim.
Never aim. Okay.
Never aim.
I mean, when you have an aimbot, you'll need to
Your
hit.
eye knows where it wants the adder to go.
Okay.
Trust your eye.
There's someone out there.
Ooh.
We come as friends.
Begging your pardon, milady. We'll be the judge of that.
My goat.
Valar Morghulis.
Alardo Hyris.
Voctus eglia ot gaimo laxir teptas. Roberti dari zihi ne keptise exiot onio gemagon. Scorio massitas.
Grinconta.
Awale ruda numas maisa.
He was a plant.
Cuptesi puntali johexis e jumosu.
Hosso ziri rigibia. Senor hosso ziri rigibia.
Okay, very interesting.
Sengo so itrasis.
Sent to convert Robert. Man. What's the end goal?
I don't see many ladies these days.
Lucky for the ladies.
He's cautious. What did she think of that?
How many times has the Lord brought him back?
6.
Conir saun costus daur.
Aexio in illiritan.
Kessis honoravis it libus daor.
Honore mondeor.
So she's surprised by it.
Terrible priest.
By the time I came to Westeros, I didn't believe in our Lord. So I wore the robes, and every now and then I'd recite the prayers. It was just for show.
And what happened?
Until the mountain drove a lance through this one's heart. I knelt beside his cold body and said the old words. Not because I believed in them, but he was my friend. And he was dead. And they were the only words I knew. And for the first time in my life, the Lord replied. Beric's eyes opened. And I knew the truth.
Our God is the one true God. And all men must serve him.
You still not
Okay.
believe, brother?
I'm getting the idea this is a pretty big thing.
The night is
In the
dark and full
realm.
of
To the
terrors.
other side.
The other side.
The other side.
There is no other side. I have been to the darkness, my lady.
Is that the night?
He sent you to us for a reason.
You have someone he needs.
He
Got
capitalized.
key point. Penetrates plate at 200 yards.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good,
Can you
yeah.
make them?
Yeah, nothing tricky about it.
Just a little point.
Just need decent steel.
I'll get you the steel.
Let's go.
I don't like that woman.
Dude, good intuition.
That's because you're a girl.
What does that have to do with anything?
Simps.
Forgive me, lad.
No. They taking him?
What are you doing? Let go of him! He wants to join the Brotherhood! Stop them!
We serve the Lord of Light. And the Lord of Light needs this boy.
Did the Lord of Light tell you that, or did she?
Okay.
You're not doing this for your God. You're doing it for gold.
We're doing it for both, girl.
You told me this was a brotherhood. You told me I could be one of you.
They lied. Why does she want
You're
him?
more than they can ever be. They are just foot soldiers in the Great War. You will make kings rise and fall.
What is the plan with him?
You're a witch. You're going to hurt him.
Don't look at her. Don't touch her
I
face.
see a darkness in you. And in that darkness, eyes staring back at me. Brown eyes. Blue eyes. Green eyes. Eyes you'll shut forever.
People she wants dead.
We will meet again.
Okay. I hope not.
So ominous, man. Gave me chills.
At least Gendry's got a comfortable ride.
Yeah.
Where are you, man? Also, poor Gendry.
Yeah, that's messed up. He wanted it to support the Brotherhood.
This climb is crazy.
Don't fall. And don't scream if you fall.
This reminds me of that Modern Warfare 2 mission.
Yeah.
The original Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, where's the snowmobiles?
Yeah.
700 feet, huh?
It looks so much higher than 700 feet.
Yeah.
You're staring at me, ass, Jon Snow.
He's got to look up.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
You alright?
Just seeing if you can take a hit, lad.
Yeah, okay. Oh, man, his hair getting in his eyes, too. That's messed up. Okay, sound off. This is just torture?
You want some water? I wish I had some for you.
Okay.
What a waste.
This dude's a prick.
So let's play a game.
Kind of game.
Which body part do you need the least? Please, not a body part.
Everything, please.
You've already told me everything. Remember? The Stark boys. They're still alive. Wouldn't that be a hunt to remember? You failed, but I'm a better hunter than
They
you.
want the Stark boys?
Yeah.
Why?
How about your little finger?
Okay.
You don't use that for much, do you?
We got some shears?
You've been wondering why you're here, haven't you?
Same.
Who I am, why I'm doing this to you. So guess. If you guess right, I'll tell you. By the old gods and the new, I swear it. You win the game if you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you, and I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger.
If I win, he'll let me go.
Oh, not that easy.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Where are we?
How's he supposed to know?
Too vague.
Deepwood Moss.
Terrible guess.
What? Okay. What do you mean terrible guess? If you already know, then why are you asking him?
Where?
Start of the game.
Blast earth. Do I look like a number to you? Carl. How did you know that?
It was just a guess.
Very good, Lord Theon. And who am I?
Torrent Caster.
Ooh.
Dead. Strangled by the Kingslayer.
Okay, are we with the Karstarks right now?
Your brother.
They want the Stark
Your
boys for
father
revenge?
is Lord Rickard Karstark.
Okay. I was wrong.
Lord Rickard Karstark is Robb Stark's bannerman. I betrayed Robb. That's why you're torturing me.
Yes. You win.
But that's not the full story anymore.
Of course, you forgot to ask one question. You forgot to ask if I'm a liar.
Oh.
Oh man, stop.
Dude.
I'm afraid I am.
Okay. Okay, come on now.
Everything I told you is a lie.
Okay.
This isn't happening to you for a reason. But, well, one reason. I enjoy it.
Oh my god.
It's like when you get a hangnail, but like so much worse.
I win.
Thank you for ending
Okay.
so quickly.
Lord Frey requires a formal apology for your violation of your sacred oath
He
to
knows.
marry one of his daughters.
Of course, he deserves as much. I was in the wrong.
He demands Harrenhal and all its attendant lands.
I don't
Okay.
think that's what... We are fighting for the North.
And there's something else.
We will do whatever we can to give Lord Frey what he needs.
Not what. Whom?
What?
What?
No.
Our father requires Lord Edmure to wed one of his daughters, Rosalind.
How old is she?
19.
Could I see her first?
You want to count her teeth? We depart for the
Yeah.
twins in the morning.
Father is old. It would put his heart at peace if he could see her wed to a good husband.
And his recent experience has made him wary of long engagements.
He has every right to be. Please excuse us while we discuss it.
All right, who's taking one for the team?
Why should I let that old ferret choose my bride for me? At the very least, I should be offered the same choice you were.
He's a proud man, and we've wounded him.
I didn't wound him. My
Fair.
answer is no.
Listen to me.
The laws of gods and men are very clear. No man can compel another man to marry.
The laws of my fist are about to compel your teeth.
It's all right. You heard him.
When I say no, you will come back and offer me a daughter of my choosing.
You're willing to risk our freedom and our lives for a
On a
chance
Bardian
at a prettier
game?
wife.
I have a war to fight. You said you wanted to make amends for the stone mill.
You recall that heroic engagement?
I had something less permanent in mind.
I've won every battle. But I'm losing this war. If we don't do this and do it now, we're lost.
I'll marry her.
All right.
All right, we got
Paying for
somewhere.
my sins, Uncle. It's not fair or right. I'll remember it.
If she wasn't his mother, he'd have hanged her for treason.
Help him out a little bit.
Perhaps the safest thing to do is to kill you both and burn your bodies.
It would be. If you honestly believe my father would never find out about it.
As soon as you're well enough to travel, I will allow you to go to King's Landing as restitution for the mistakes my soldiers made. And you will swear to tell your father the truth, that I had nothing to do with your maiming.
Shall we drink on it?
I don't partake.
Do you understand how suspicious that is to ordinary people? Very well. May our journey continue without further incident.
Oh, she won't be going with you.
I am
Oh.
charged with bringing Sir Jamie to...
You are charged with abetting treason.
I'm afraid I must insist.
You're in no place to insist on anything. I would have hoped you'd learned your lesson about overplaying your position.
We're playing his hand.
Singular.
Impossible. My grandson is the pride of High Garden, the most desirable bachelor in all 7 kingdoms. Your daughter
is rich, the most beautiful woman in all 7 kingdoms, and the mother of the king.
old.
Old?
Old.
Old. I'm something of an expert on the subject.
She's not that
A
old.
change will be upon her before long. I'll spare you the details of what will happen then.
Menopause.
You men may have a stomach for bloodshed and slaughter, but this is another matter entirely.
My stomach remains quite strong, however. The only thing that might turn it are details of your grandson's nocturnal activities.
Okay, he knows.
Do you deny them?
Oh, not at all. A sword swallower through and through.
Well, a boy with his
Okay.
affliction should be grateful for the opportunity to marry the most beautiful woman in the kingdoms.
Did you grow up with boy cousins, Lord Tywin?
Of course.
And you never...
Swallow some swords?
No.
No.
Not once. Not in any way.
Had some swords swallowed?
I congratulate you upon your restraint. But it's a natural thing, two boys having a go at each other beneath the sheets.
Perhaps High Garden has a high tolerance for unnatural behavior.
Brothers and sisters,
Hmm.
where I come from, that stain would be very difficult to wash out.
With the Uno reverse.
Not breathe further
Yeah.
life into a malicious lie by discussing it.
Okay.
Now, if the rumors about my children were true,
Were.
then Joffrey is no king at all.
It is a chance we simply cannot take.
The uncertainty makes you uncomfortable. If you refuse to marry Loras to Cersei, I will name him to the King's Guard. I'm sure you're familiar with the King's Guard's vows. He will never marry. He will never have children. The Tyrell name will fade, and High Garden will go to the children of Joffrey and Marjorie.
It's a rare enough thing. A man who lives up to his reputation.
Hmm, she's taking it away from him. Okay.
She pulled the
I guess the
Cersei.
marriage is happening. Oh, it's getting tough up there.
Yep.
How long have they been at this?
I think I remember them saying it's an all day.
Oh man.
No. That's bad. Oh, those people are dead in the back. Avalanche. I'll see you later. Oh man.
They screamed.
Ooh. Man. No. This is your favorite character, Blake? Someone who'd cut him loose?
That's not him.
I know, but
it's the guy screaming no. Don't you dare compare Tormund to this coward.
But he's allowing it to happen.
He's not allowing. What is he supposed to do?
He can threaten to cut him off if he cuts them off.
Oh, sure, yeah. He's too busy holding on for dear life right now.
Nice. All right. They're just pawns. They can only trust each other.
How dare you blame Tormund?
He abided it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Again. He had no, like, literally couldn't do anything. If he let go.
I know. I'm just busting. I'm just busting your balls. I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's your favorite character.
Y'all are not homies anymore.
No, not after that.
You are no longer Crow or Freeman.
That's some nice rope.
Afraid not.
She's
That's
angry.
A wonderful pin.
I'd be pissed too.
I'm very happy about.
Yes. I am as well.
It's a little awkward.
I've dreamed of a large wedding since I was quite young. The guests, the food, the tournaments, and the bride, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's hard to say which of the four of us is getting the worst of this arrangement. Probably Sansa,
We're all being shipped off to hell together.
on a boat you built.
True.
Tyrells were plotting to undermine our family. I did what I did to protect our family.
I'm your family, who's actively contributed to that family's survival, whether or not you or father or anyone else wants to admit it.
I do admit it.
Okay.
Trying to have me killed is an odd way of saying thank you. There are two people in King's Landing who can give an order to a King's Guard. Did you, or did you not, order Sir Mandon to kill me during the Battle of the Blackwater? The impulse I understand. He hates me because I'm the only one who tells him what he really is. So, fair enough. He wants me dead. But his stupidity, he could have had me poisoned and no one would have known. But the king orders a King's Guard to murder the Hand of the King in full view of his own army. The boy's an idiot.
A bit of a bold move.
I want you to tell me if my life is still in danger.
Probably, but not from Joffrey. He won't do anything now Father's here.
Once Jaime gets back, Sir Loras may come down with a terrible case of sword through bowels. Jaime or not, I'm truly fucked.
Who's going to tell her?
Do you think people will like it?
I don't think they will even notice it.
Loras likes green and gold brocade.
I'm sure he does.
What was that? Look on her face.
Lady Sansa, Lord Tyrion to see you. Should I?
I beg your pardon, my lady.
Give her a second. Damn.
Tyrion, I was just trying on a gown for King Joffrey's wedding.
Yes, it should be quite a wedding.
Quite a wedding.
I need to speak with you, Lady Sansa.
Of course.
What's he about to do?
Alone, if I may.
Why do you need to speak to her alone?
Shay, please excuse her, Lord Tyrion. She's not from here. But
Yeah,
I trust her.
that's the reason.
Even though she tells me not to.
How to begin? This is awkward.
1,000 blades.
Okay.
Here we go with these two in the throne room.
Little interlude
The fiery breath of Balerion the Dread.
about the state of the world.
Blades. There aren't even 200.
Okay.
I've counted.
The one who fed you information about my plans. The one you swore to protect. You didn't bring her any enjoyment. She didn't bring me any enjoyment. She was a bad investment on my part.
Oh no.
Luckily, I have a friend who wants to try something new,
We talking about Ross?
something daring.
What are we talking about?
I did what I did for the good of the realm.
You're on the right track.
The realm. Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agree to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie. But what do we have left once we abandon the lie?
Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all.
Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
Climb to the top. Okay. Okay.
Fall breaks them.
Okay,
hate to see
dude.
it.
She's.
Joffrey's evil.
I was gonna say she should have stayed in Winterfell, but would have been dead either way.
Or the gods. Or love. Illusions. Only the ladder is real. The climb is all there is.
That's her after she heard the news. Oh, damn, bro. That's so messed up. This is awkward.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, don't say. You just kind of cut them for your own survival. Oh, that's nice. The view from the top. Nice.
I miss Ark.
And what's the other side? Green. They gonna kiss?
Very romantic.
Yeah. Nice. Don't let anything bad happen to either of them.
So cool. It's like they're standing at the exact point between both of their homes.
Mm-hmm. Nice, nice, nice. A little sweet moment before all the shit that's about to come. Because they really built it up with the whole chaos ladder analogy. Using the war and everything, like using the Game of Thrones to get higher and higher. Joffrey is a little shit as always, and Sansa, that poor girl cannot like get a break.
Yeah.
I'm guessing her crying is basically just her reaction to like being told how she's just kind of being used.
Yeah,
like,
she's also
by both the
staring at Littlefinger's boat.
Yeah, he's leaving, and she had to make the decision for him not to take her home.
Is that what it was?
I think that's part of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Littlefinger had his own play, so maybe that would have been a better choice. But
It was like the lesser of two evils, but she didn't know it.
Yeah. Hindsight. Yeah, I actually did not pick up that was Littlefinger's boat.
I don't think I did either, but that's what I told you.
They should have had a little finger on it, a little name. But yeah, fun episode. Ross is dead. Joffrey's a freak who, I guess he got his first kill. Crazy,
right? I mean, I guess he did like sentence people to die, but actually,
his own hand.
doing it with his hands, yeah.
It had to be a poor woman tied up because she just got caught up in the game. What?
I do personally really think that her death is kind of just dumb.
It's
like she was such an important character through 3.5 seasons, and then it's just like, yeah, we kill her off screen.
It's, I mean, important, but like I think
it's underwhelming.
I mean, it's off screen. But she's just like, she just got in between things.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have. In pursuit of a better life for herself.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, the fact that she was pretty much screwed either way, because I don't know what she would have done in Winterfell as it was being rated.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, unfortunately, she could not escape from the game, and it consumed her. Well, she got not really consumed, but she got caught up as a bystander, partial intermingler, but unfortunate.
Yeah.
But maybe it's fitting. I don't know. Is it?
What fitting that
she was she was a relatively small player, but she still played in the game.
She deserved better. That's my opinion.
I mean, of course, she's just serving the purpose of showing how out of control Joffrey is and how much of a monster he is at this point. Because, I mean, Tyrion was just talking to Cersei about Joffrey trying to have him killed. And, you know, is he still in danger?
Reveal.
And Cersei said, not from Joffrey. He won't do anything while Tywin's here. And I guess he wouldn't to Tyrion, but, you know, just people Tywin doesn't care about are not part of that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, so he's just a little bitch taking out his anger. Also, but it was actually surprising that it turned out to be Joffrey, who ran from the battle and then, like, in a fit of anger, had Tyrion, like, ordered Tyrion to be killed. Completely, like, I mean, I generally thought it was Cersei the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
surprising.
That's what they want you to think, because
it's part of the
Tyrion thinks it's Cersei.
Yeah.
But Tyrion's also just smart enough to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you know what? It probably wasn't her. Because she's, you know, opened all these meetings with him. She'll sit in the same room as him, and he's like,
Yeah. Kind of weird.
So.
But yeah.
This is kind of like a filler episode.
It's a calm.
Right.
A calm before the storm. I did love the framing and development between Ygritte and Jon this episode. The idea, like, that they're essentially like two pawns, like, on opposite sides of a war, and that, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, their lives don't matter to their respective leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to a degree, that's true. So now that, like, they're together, they're like a thing. The only ones they can really trust and rely on, and, like, remain loyal to, are themselves. And I think that's a good idea to a good concept to, like, bring up and reflect on. That Jon he's definitely loyal, but, like, the idea that his loyalty was towards something, perhaps, like, I don't know if you want to necessarily call it wrong, but, like, the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That, like, that's sort of like a blind loyalty isn't gonna, like, it's just gonna get you in, like, have you end up in a grave. But it's nice, it's cool, it's really interesting and cool to see him, like, acknowledge that and see that, like, now, despite his feelings of, like, wanting to remain loyal to the Night's Watch, he's now, like, he's basically just looking out for himself and Ygritte. Those are the only two, like, they matter to each other, I think is what she said.
What'd you call her?
Ygritte.
Alright.
What did you think I said?
I thought you said Igor.
E-
or like eager.
yeah,
And I
was maybe
wasn't going
saying-
to clap your cheeks, but I was like,
I might have said like eager.
I just wanted to make sure, you know.
Yeah, no.
It's not the first time.
Corey, is he insane right now?
I think you said
Did
eager.
it sound like that to you too? Yeah. Okay. Blake, you're insane.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good to know. Thank you.
But it's a really cool concept, and it's really cool. It's a nice moment. And like I said, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. Besides that, this idea that I talked about, I talked about briefly in the last episode of like, the Brotherhood still being part of like worshiping the Lord of Light. Their form of worship and what like their actions were very separated, but like different from what we saw from the Red Lady. And that kind of was addressed this episode because I forget exactly what she said, but she kind of like said, she kind of questioned what they were doing, or no, she questioned like because Thoros
She
failed.
questioned Thoros.
She questioned Thoros because he was meant to convert Robert,
Right.
which that's really interesting. It makes me wonder what the end goal is. I don't like what
the Lord of Light is out here like bringing people back from the dead, so I can understand why like there's a whole group who wants the Lord of Light to run things.
There's got to be more to it, and my impression was that the Lord of Light was gonna be this small concept.
Yeah, you thought.
But as episodes are proceeding, and as Blake is
Rubbing it in your face.
I don't want to say rubbing his face, more like just
I told you he's the one true God.
yeah. I thought it was
Get on
a
the
bit.
wagon or get off, bro.
I'll stay off.
Okay. You have fun being cold.
Okay.
I'm nice and warm.
Okay. I mean,
The Lord's light flows through me.
I mean, Beric said he saw the dark afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's what all the other side has for you.
What'd your boy see? Who's your boy?
Ned
Ned? What'd Ned see?
Now my boy's John. He saw the side, both sides of the wall. He's coming back a king.
Convenient.
Anyway, it's becoming like an ever growing concept, and it's just I don't like what the end goal, because we've seen sinister aspects regarding the Lord of Light. We've also seen I can't really say good, because still like revival from death is still like it's an unnatural concept. So I just assume, like, it just makes me assume there's unnatural things in play, like dark things in play. So there's definitely more to it, but it's interesting. I like Thoros, and Beric. Those two are cool. I still am not a fan of Red Lady.
Neither is Arya.
Was that?
I said neither is Arya.
Yeah, true. But she did see something in Arya. She saw three eyes that stared back. The eyes of people Arya is obsessed with and is seeking out vengeance. So that's cool. I don't know what the Lord of Light wants with Gendry. It's unfortunate that my boy is getting wrapped up in this grand scheme when all he wants to do is serve a noble cause. And it was his first choice he was making on his own, and now it's being taken away from him. As he is being taken away on a cart to where, I don't know. I don't know if the plan is to reunite him with Stannis, but I don't get what would be the point there. Consider like she's obviously like affiliated with Stannis for her own, I'm gonna say for her own benefit, or for the Lord of Light's benefit. But like that's not, at the end of the day, if I don't think she's like loyal to Stannis. Just whatever narrative the Lord of Light is, I guess, whatever that aim is, that's still yet to be revealed. But I don't know what they're going to be doing with Gendry. And yeah, I feel bad for my boy. Hopefully he's fine. And hopefully the Lord of Light doesn't turn him.
I hope he does.
Okay.
We're not gonna have to wait too long to find out.
Okay.
Because for the first time
Theon.
in a while, we're watching too.
Theon interrogation instead of Blake spoilers. Theon interrogation. We were gaslit. I was gaslit. I don't know what the truth is anymore, but I wanna I generally don't know if I should say Theon called it. But because like the way, I actually don't even know his name. I don't think it was said. The way the person interrogating him, reacted, it made it seem like it was the truth, but I don't know for sure. The idea that this is like partially his captors are the Karstarks, and this is like working towards trying to find out the location of Bran and Rickon.
Mm-hmm.
We like the Karstarks originally went to Winterfell. When Theon occupied it. Correct? That was who's son, right? Or was I so okay. Okay, maybe I don't fully remember. But if the goal has since changed, if this is really the Karstarks, them wanting the Stark kids isn't good. It's definitely going to be on some sort of revenge towards Robb for what he did. So that just makes there's more enemies than in the north now. But like, I don't know what else they want from Theon, because it seems like he's given all the information he could. He doesn't really have anything relevant. I think they can give him. So that's still kind of in the dark for me.
Understandable.
But besides that, we saw Sam failing to make a fire, and he sings pretty decently well.
Not pretty.
Oh no, it was a pretty. I'd let him sing.
Okay.
I'd let him sing for me. But that's cute. The baby wasn't crying. The baby was comfy, so he succeeded.
True.
And then the last thing, I guess, regarding the episode was we had Reed and Osha arguing. I've been calling her Asha, but I saw it was spelled with an O. I just
said Asha.
So yeah, Asha and Mira.
Yeah. You were right the first time, but you're a silly goose and want to.
I could have sworn it was spelled with an O. It was definitely okay, but it's pronounced Asha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I was second guessing myself, because I've always been spelling in my notes as with an A, because that's how it sounds.
You're such a silly goose.
Okay. I can't wait for you to be in the hot seat.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot her name. They just referred to her as Lady Reed. What was the sister's name again?
It's Mira, and then you have Jojen is the brother.
Yeah, I had Jojen. I somehow remember Jojen, but he saw Jon Snow, and there's supposedly some rebounding effect for the visions he has.
Yeah, it looked like he was having a seizure.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he saw. I wonder if he saw. I mean, he saw Jon with enemies, but what triggered the seizure? I'm like wondering if he like sees like if he's seeing through the eyes of an animal and the animal dies while he's seeing him. Like, what happens? Does that cause that sort of shock in him, or is it just like is it just a thing that happens from occasionally from the powers? I don't know, but that would be my guess. Something would have to trigger it. But yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, Frey wants Harrenhal and his daughter to get married still. And that's happening.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all the episode.
Okay. Well. Ready to get into the next one?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Cool. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like we mentioned earlier, if you can't wait for the next episode, check out our 4-week early access available on our Patreon, along with a full link to this reaction. That link's in the description below, and a link to join our free Discord, and links to follow our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check all those out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Who's been watching Game of Thrones? Because I hit next episode on episode 7, and it threw me like 13 minutes in.
Are you still recording?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'll end mine too.